And welcome to this week's audio and video podcast here on GoEags.com. It's brought to you by Cheney Federal Credit Union, serving their members' financial needs since 1951, with Athletic Director Bill Chaves talking about the big game on Saturday. So before we start talking about the game itself, how was it received? There were ESPN people here, there was Southland Conference people, Big Sky Conference people, etc. How was it received by maybe some of the higher mucky mucks?
Yeah, I would say anecdotally very well. I mean, very, very well. So we're still going to try to figure out what the rating was, and that'll play a big part in the decision moving forward, whether or not is there a way for FCS in a sense to maybe own this weekend, so to speak. So with all that being said, still to be determined, but I think very anecdotally, folks were ecstatic about what transpired. And again, kudos to everyone. Obviously I'll start with just the university at large. I mean, everyone kind of went all in to make sure that this could be as good as it could be, and certainly our staff was, just, I don't even want to single anybody out because it was an all-team effort, really, from a university-wide and staff effort.
Was it a bigger hourly type where people had to be on the job for more hours last week than they would for a normal home game?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, the one thing that was great was, being able to announce a sellout prior, the week before, actually kind of took that operational piece of potentially having to sell tickets off the table. And so then you're kind of then dealing with just the operational end of life when it happens. But when you're talking about a crowd the size that we had, and I always like to say this, anytime we get over 10, we do get exposed a little bit. I mean, unfortunately, our stadium, and obviously, we can talk Gateway some other time at some stage of the game, but, we just can get exposed in certain things occur when we get north of 10 that they don't if they're under 10. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the only thing that I'd really heard complaint-wise from the weekend were long lines for concessions and restrooms, and there's limited you can do about restrooms. Concession-wise, are there thoughts of, because this isn't going to be the last time you're going to have 10,000 people plus here in this building this year, so are there things that you might be able to implement going forward?
Yeah, we debrief, and certainly, obviously, I'm happy. Obviously, I think if you want to say this, that, my chair owns a lot of things in life, and I think I can be the point of contact for a lot of different things, but then underneath that chair, there's a lot of different owners of a lot of different areas, and I think everyone goes through their debrief, and how can we maybe do it better? Well, I can tell you this, going in, it's not as if we didn't know a crowd was going to be here. So I think they had max lines open. They had a lot of different things happen. Now the question is, can you maybe do more satellite type situations? Maybe can you just have drinks somewhere possibly? I'm thinking if it's warm, can you have more waters and whatever somewhere? And when it's cold, maybe more hot drinks. I don't know, but yeah, those things will be discussed. But like I said, when you have a crowd this size, the best way I can just describe it is we do get exposed a bit, and so we have those issues, and we just got to keep trying to get better at them.
Anything else happened from the game on Saturday that you want to address in this forum, whether it's good or bad?
Yeah, no, I think I said this at River Park Square on Friday, and anywhere I could say it, I said it, just thank you to the community. Thank you to everybody. I mean, for stepping up and rallying and make this as special of an event as it could be. And, that's, again, everyone from our staff who just did, yeoman's work to the university, and then just the community and how they just really responded. It was just neat to see. I mean, I think it was a seminal moment for the university. I'm not going to even say athletics. I mean, to be able to be on that stage as a regional comprehensive institution is a huge, big deal. And, it's a special place. We all know how special Cheney, Spokane is, and Eastern is, but now, maybe others will find that out as well.
It was kind of surreal seeing some of the pictures of the game, because we don't get here in the press box the best perspective, but just the sea of red that was here. It was just some of those pictures on Twitter and Facebook were just amazing to see.
It is, and those are sometimes how things start, right? I mean, those are some, the traditions have to start somehow, some way, and we've always had people wearing their red, but I love our colors. Today, look at me, I'm wearing white, right? I mean, got white, got red, got black. But, you're wearing black today, I'm wearing white. Well, where's the red? Well, who knows? Dave Cook could wear red.
Coach
right
Baldwin
here.
had
Coach
red on
had
for
red.
our interview with him.
But maybe there's, when the weather's nice, so to speak, maybe it is, people are going to maybe wear red. Who knows? I would love to see another sea of red this Saturday night, which would be great. And then I'd be obviously very, very remiss if I didn't say, thank you to Colin Coward. I mean, Colin was just, I as a Mark Hughes likes to say, right, he was off the charts. I mean, he just was top shelf. I mean, all of those words that he likes to say, but he just was. And to have someone that's at the level of where he's at in his profession to come and support us was just tremendous. And we can't thank him enough.
All right, football this Saturday as well. Not only football last Saturday, football this Saturday as well. Tickets on sale. Montana Western is the opponent. An exciting game on Saturday, but if people want to see this team again, now's the time to get your tickets.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's a great product. It's a fun environment, and if you've not been out to Roos Field or had an opportunity to be here at any point in time, I would encourage folks to come. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. We're going to play a 6 o'clock kick. So hopefully, maybe if people have multiple things going on this weekend, maybe they can carve that into their weekend.
Should be decent weather once again as well. Single game tickets don't go on sale for the other games, the Big Sky Conference games, which will start in October. They don't go on sale until September. September 12th, I believe, is the date, so you can't yet reserve tickets for those games unless you have those season tickets, unless you were one of the ones to purchase a season ticket.
Yeah, no question. And I guess, what's the difference here? I'll tease it a little bit anyways, is that there's a specific reason why we've done the way we've done. Obviously, the schedule worked out by moving the Sam Houston game from September 13th, and now it's a bye week for us. We've got the entire month of September really to kind of potentially resell a Big Sky Conference package, if you will, and that's something that we're going to be rolling out here in the not so distant future. And so that's important for us because, as the more we can get tickets out into people's hands, the better off you could be.
One other thing I want you to touch on for just a moment or two would be the Friday event at River Park Square. That looked fantastic, and you had a good turnout.
Yeah, again, I think we, I think everyone needs to pick their spots, right? And institutionally, we needed to pick our spot. But, again, our staff did a tremendous job, again, rallying the community, and the community stepped up in wanting to support this particular game. And, yeah, just to see that whole atrium filled up and, again, brief programming and then to follow it up with the rooftop event was awesome. I mean, that's the only way I could say it. I mean, I think, people enjoyed themselves, and it gave them a chance to kind of get going from the game standpoint.
All right, now, other things going on at Eastern this week. Soccer at Idaho on Friday, but congratulations to Coach Bodner, who got his first win at Eastern yesterday.
Yeah, first of many. That's what I will tell you. And I think, we had they had a tough loss on Friday and lost in overtime. And I think if I looked at the statistics and I talked to Kyle Bruce, he mentioned that, we did a pretty good job against Fresno State too. So we could have actually had at least maybe a better outcome on Friday. But then to go to Bakersfield, who had just lost to Gonzaga in the last 10 seconds on Friday, and go shut them out and win 3-0 on the road is pretty impressive.
Volleyball, they kick off their weekend this week. They're going to spend a few days in the Carolinas, and they started a tournament at UNC Wilmington on Friday.
That's correct, and thank you to all the alums that came out yesterday. I think we might have had, if I was talking to Coach King correctly, or Pam Parks, I think we had about 18 alums that were back, and they seemed like they were having a great time, and I think they were, back for the football game as well. So always great to get the alums back, and obviously with what Coach Benson's building here, it should be a lot of fun.
And then cross country also starts their season, so you'll have your 4 of your fall sports underway as they're going to be taking part in a meet here in Spokane.
Yeah, a lot of fun. We were able to visit with our cross country runners last week at an orientation, and excited for that season as well. And kind of the whole track year is going to be building up until the Big Sky Conference comes to Cheney in the spring.
All right, football Saturday night, Montana Western, 6:05. Get your tickets by going online, goeags.com, or calling Tickets West. Anything else you want to accomplish here today?
No, I know this will be on Tuesday, and the coaches show will have already happened the night before. But obviously, we're going through some growing with Northern Quest as well. So hopefully that goes well tonight, and I'm sure it'll take a little bit of an adjustment in a new venue, but within Northern Quest, and but it should be great.
We'll talk all about it next week. We'll talk about Montana Western and more with Athletic Director Bill Chaves. That's our podcast brought to you by Cheney Federal Credit Union.